Now let's take a look at what's happening in Tamil Nadu first. Now 18 fresh cases have been reported in IIT Madras over the last 24 hours. Now with this, the total case tally at the Premier Institute has risen to 78. Now the State Health Secretary visited the campus for the 5th time and has assessed the situation. Meanwhile, Chief Minister MK Stalin has called for a crucial meeting to review the COVID situation, and in fact State Health Minister and State Health Secretary today in this comes in the middle of an uptick in COVID cases in the state. Now, this is, of course, with respect to what is the COVID situation in the state of Tamil Nadu. Now, remember, IIT Madras has become a hotspot for COVID. Every day, we're seeing more and more cases being reported there. And, of course, even in the state in general, there has been an uptick in COVID cases. And in the backdrop of this, the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister has called for a review meeting in order to review the COVID curbs and the COVID precautions that the state has been taking in order to contain the situation. Now, remember, in fact, even the State Health Secretary has been visiting the IIT Madras campus. Once again, was visited for the 5th time, in fact, in the last few days. Dharani joins us live on the broadcast. More on this. Dharani, what kind of COVID, restrictions are we looking at? Do we have any information considering that there has been a constant surge in cases in Tamil Nadu?
In a fresh development, 18 more persons have tested positive for COVID at Chennai IIT campus, and this takes the total number of persons who have tested positive at Chennai IIT campus to 78. So yesterday morning it was around 55, and 5 more persons tested positive later in the evening, taking the total to 60. And now we are seeing that the total has risen to 78. Meanwhile, Health Secretary Radhakrishnan, he visited the campus for a 5th time, and he instructed the IIT management to step up the preventive measures. So he has already visited the campus 4 times to oversee the preventive measures. So he has visited the campus for 5th time today also. The IIT management on their part are taking all the precautionary measures. They're in fact, sanitizing all the hostel blocks, as most of the positive cases have come from the hostel blocks. So apart from the fact that rupees 500 fine is being imposed for people who are not wearing a mask in public places, today the Chief Minister has held a meeting with senior health department officials, including Health Minister Ma Subramanian, to understand whether some more restrictions need to be put in place to curb the further spread. And we are expecting some kind of announcements on the same around 6 p.m. in the evening. So far, only a mask mandate and rupees 500 fine for those who are not wearing mask in public places is in place in Tamil Nadu. And today evening, we might expect some more restrictions in place, because for the past few days, as we are reporting, daily COVID cases in Tamil Nadu has been on a rise, and for the past 3 days the cases are above 50 actually. For 3 consecutive days the cases they've been above 50, and today evening we can expect some kind of announcements as far as the restrictions are concerned. And we are hearing from the health department sources that apart from the mask mandate, there might be restrictions as to checking and as to vaccination, and as to checking in public spots. Before 6 months, 7 months in Tamil Nadu, there used to be medical teams here and there in the public places in Tamil Nadu, and they used to check the temperature of people randomly. And whenever people are going to malls or theaters or other public places, there will be a checking point where people's temperatures will be checked, and they will be given sanitizers before entering that public spot. So for the past few weeks, the cases have been drastically reducing, and the COVID protocols, they've also been, they've also seen a drastic reduce as far as people's following is concerned. So today evening we are expecting some kind of announcements as far as restrictions are concerned. I will report on the same.
All right, Dharani, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast.